I will be very brief in my remarks. Your Excellency Major General Ms. Rale Seidov, Deputy Minister of Justice, Republic of Azerbaijan, Your Excellency David Fortune, Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, Sierra Leone, Dr. Salome Biako, Principal Secretary, State Department for Correctional Services, Your Excellency Sultan Hajiev, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Azerbaijan to Kenya, and a very good Kiswahili speaker. In a very short time, all principal secretaries present, Mr. Patrick Karandu, the Commissioner General of the Prisons, Kenya Prison Service, Mr. Joseph Senesie, Director General Sierra Leone, Correctional Services, Mr. Bongani Fona Humalo, representative of the Commission of Prisons, Kingdom of Eswatini, Dr. Christine Obondi, our Secretary Probation and Aftercare Services, all senior government officials present, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It is with great joy and deep pride that I join you tonight as we bring to a close the Correctional Service Week 2025, a remarkable week that reaffirmed the strength, purpose, and progress of our correctional fraternity. As a matter of fact, I really wanted to be with you for the week, but unfortunately I had a state responsibility on Tuesday. That's the first day, and I'm very happy and appreciate CS Soipan Tuya for joining you in the opening ceremony. And I almost missed also this one, but I'm very happy that I was able to reschedule other engagements to be here, because this is a very important engagement. This year's theme was efficient service delivery for common good, which could not have been more befitting. It speaks to a service that is evolving, one that places people at the center, values accountability, and recognizes the true measure of justice lies not in punishment, as the peers have said, but also in transformation. This week has been a vibrant showcase of presentations and plenaries anchored on teamwork and unity of purpose, from the insightful panel discussions to the exhibitions, from the outreach activities to the interagency collaborations. One could clearly see a service that is no longer confined to the walls, but one that is reaching to the hearts and to communities. I have been especially encouraged by the collaboration that has permeated every event during which officers from the State Department for Correctional Services work side by side, as guided by a shared commitment to service delivery. It's important to see that you're working together as a team. You know, in a very competitive world, everybody wants to be the one to be seen to shine, as against the other. But as one speaker once said that, I think it was an American president who said that a lot will be done if we do not care who takes the credit. The biggest challenges we always have is individual shining and outshining each other, people outshining each other to show that I am the one who makes this department succeed, I am the one who makes this sector succeed. But what we must celebrate tonight is teamwork and the collective success of the department rather than individual success. And that is really very important, very important. This is how national justice sector reforms happen, not working in silos, but through collaborations enabled through shared values. I am aware that you have shown extraordinary courage and professionalism. Day after day, you serve in environments that test both your resilience and your humanity. You do so quietly, without fanfare, and often without full public understanding of the weight you carry. I don't think many Kenyans understand what it means to work with prisoners, or to work in the probation sector to try to rehabilitate persons who have gone through this process of justice. And I think it is important for you to know that even though you work in silence, away from cameras, away from public glare, we celebrate you tonight, because that work you are doing silently is what makes our country a better place to live in. So it's important to know that. I am reminded of a story of such a gala that happened in a small way, where there was a big gala or a celebrations for persons who are working in a construction site. And so in the evening, when the announcement was made, nobody knew who was going to be overall winner. So during the announcement, everybody was told to guess who was going to take the overall award in that very important gala. And so people asked, and one was saying it's the architect, the other one was site engineer, the other one was saying it was the mason, the other one was saying it's the electrician, the other one was saying it is all kinds of professions that were working in that place. But eventually the award went to a very quiet, unknown lady whose work was to bring food to the stone cutter in the construction site. And so when we asked why was this the case, it was discovered that that lady went out of her way to ensure that it provides the necessary energy to the person who was providing the stones that helped build the construction site. So there are a number of those kind of ladies here who have done their work quietly, and they move the ministry, and then thankfully the cabinet secretary takes the credit. So tonight we celebrate you. Sometimes when they say, let's thank our CS for great leadership in this, some of the things I don't even know where you are doing it. So I've come here to say from a personal perspective, thank you very much for the work you do every day, even when we are not seeing as those of us who are in the headquarters. Tonight we gather to celebrate you. To every officer soon to be honored for exemplary service, know that your dedication matters profoundly. You are the silent architects of safer communities and the unseen champions of second chances. Correctional reform is an administrative undertaking that entails moral commitment geared towards building a system that is people-centric, humane, and aligned to standard minimum rules for treatment of offenders. We wish to recognize our partners for their unwavering support and commitment. In particular, we extend our heartfelt appreciation to the Ford Foundation in collaboration with the Crime CPOR for their generous and consistent support towards Correctional Service Week 2025. Your partnership continues to inspire and strengthen our collective mission. There is equally opportunity for all our partners to feel free and extend support for the Correctional Service Week 2026. I also take this opportunity to commend the organization committee of this year's Correctional Service Week. You have executed your mandate with precision and grace. The level of professionalism demonstrated from the planning to delivery reflects the maturity and the efficiency of this department in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate tonight, let us do so with gratitude, renewed purpose. Let us celebrate the milestones achieved, the partnerships forged, and the commitment that continues to define this noble service. To our young officers, remember that the uniform you wear is not just a symbol of authority, but also of trust. Serve with honor, lead with dignity and integrity, and always uphold the dignity of those you are in charge of. To our leaders in this sector, continue to inspire, innovate, and guide with wisdom. Transformation is not a single act. but a sustained commitment to doing better every day. In closing, I'm reminded of the timeless truth that justice without compassion is incomplete, and security without rehabilitation is unsustainable. Indeed, this is a sector that is driven by compassion. Compassion. I know the peers have quoted Jesus when he said that to those who say, I was in prison, you came to see me, is a gateway to heaven. One of the greatest attributes that Jesus had was compassion. And so the reason why he thought that those who are in prison must be visited was because he believed in second chance. And he thought that every human being living in sin and or finding themselves in a situation of sin is a prisoner. Even though they are not incarcerated in a prison, he is a prisoner. And so he came to give them a second chance. And he thought that one way of extending that compassion is also to give a second chance to those who are in prison. Of course, he was a son of God. He would have gone to the prison and break the place and tell everybody, now, prisoners, you are free. But he knew that prison was an important place for correcting those who have going through certain, who have committed certain offenses. And therefore, even as they are being corrected, it must be done with compassion. And therefore, this is a job of compassion. When, for the few times I've visited prisons, you really look there and you're looking a very beautiful lady, and you're asking yourself, so you are whispering to the officer in charge, and you're saying, and that one, how did he come here? I tell you, it's murder. Hey, you are like, even this one, yeah, so it's important to demonstrate compassion. I'm just wondering what the officers go through as they try to, work with these people. And those who will be in for life, what do you tell them every day about life when they know that their life is confined around the walls of prison? So this is something that it takes a big heart. This job is not easy. I'm sure it's not easy. And I really, really appreciate all of you. Congratulations for accepting to do that very important job. So the future of correctional services in Kenya is bright because it's being built by men and women who believe that change is possible, that service is sacred, and the efficiency and humanity can coexist. We look forward to Correctional Service Week 2026. Let us carry with us the energy and unity that have defined the edition of this year. I want to thank also our visitors from Azerbaijan, Sierra Leone, Germany, and various other countries that are represented here who are working with us, the partners, the people who've come here to celebrate with us this Correctional Service Week. We want to thank you for being with us and for appreciating or being around here for us to exchange ideas of what you do in your countries that can help us also to improve our services and become a better institution. And to the ministers who are here, thank you very much for being with us tonight and being patient. And for the visitors, the ambassadors, the private sector leaders here who are present, thank you very, very much for being with us. We don't take your presence here for granted and for being patient with us even when we have not kept time as we should. May God bless you all. May God bless our State Department. May God bless our country. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki.